Good evening, everyone. I'm Roxy Redline, and welcome back to Inside the Grove. We've got a packed show tonight, so we're skipping the usual top stories and getting straight to the important stuff. Up first on Test Drive, we take a look at a vehicle promising soft suspension, questionable handling, and enough wood panelling to psychologically age you by at least 10 years. Enjoy!
Money's tight these days, and a brand new car probably isn't in the budget. Thankfully, there's no shortage of used vehicles out there. So today, we're getting behind the wheel of this 1983 SCM Stag-On to see how she drives. Back in the day, the auto industry used to involve a certain amount of risk. Car makers either had to set the next big trend or shamelessly copy whoever was already making money. Throughout the early 1980s, SCM proudly embraced the second option, churning out a lineup of aggressively average, boxy vehicles designed to disappear completely into traffic. And the Stag-On is no exception, a vehicle seemingly engineered by a committee whose primary goal was, don't scare anybody. The Stag-On's road manners are exactly what you'd expect from a 4,000-pound slab of Midwestern determination. The steering is completely numb, offering all the tactical feedback of stirring a pot of soup. Somewhere beneath you, the front wheels are apparently making decisions, but SCM saw no reason for the driver to be involved in that process. Piloting the Stag-On feels less like driving a wagon and more like reluctantly captaining a retired cruise ship through a mall parking lot. Under the hood, SCM fitted the Stag-On with their long-running V8 engine, producing a modest 180 horsepower and paired to a 4-speed automatic transmission. Put your foot down and, after a brief moment for the carburetor and transmission to hold a committee meeting, the Stag-On lunges forward with all the urgency of a geriatric bus trip to Tampa. Out on our test track, the Stag-On staggered from 0 to 60 in just under 13 seconds, with the quarter mile taking 18.5 seconds at a blistering 75 miles per hour. In 1983, those numbers were apparently considered adequate, which also happened to be SCM's unofficial company slogan. Through the slalom, the Stag-On displayed truly terrifying amounts of body roll, flopping from side to side, while the tires screamed loud enough to alert nearby wildlife. This was, of course, an era long before stability control or traction management, so once the car starts sliding, the situation is handled exclusively by your reflexes, your confidence, and Jesus Christ himself riding shotgun. Like most large cars of this era, the Stag-On is strictly rear-wheel drive, which means off-road performance is mostly accidental. The rear tires lose traction the second they touch mud or damp grass, while the ultra-soft suspension causes the whole car to bounce and scrape its bumpers over every rut and bump it encounters. Still, if you hit the hill with enough speed and absolutely no concern for the undercarriage, the Stag-On can usually brute force its way up through sheer momentum and bad decisions. So, what is the Stag-On? It's slow, soft, vaguely unsafe, and about as exciting as a corporate training video, yet somehow still oddly lovable. The steering is numb, the suspension wallows over every bump, and the engine is tired. As tested, our Stag-On came in at nearly $30,000, getting you a driver's airbag, a cassette player, and seating for 4. It wasn't built to set records or impress anyone. It was built to quietly drift between strip malls while Hall & Oates crackled through the speakers. And honestly, it does that job perfectly.
Up next, we're kicking off a brand new series. We hope you like it.
Car dealership is not just a dealership. It's a family, a professional family that sells dependable, pre-owned vehicles to the people of Lumen County. People remember businesses with energy. That's why today we are relaunching the dealership brand. Again.
I still think Motor Zoo was ahead of its time.
A raccoon died in the mascot costume.
That was unrelated.
Negativity is exactly what kills innovation.
Why is the balloon arch Easter themed?
75% off. Anyways, people don't notice things like that.
Okay, Ethan, give me more excitement.
Here at Car Dealership, we... Hey, Ray? Can we maybe do repos after lunch?
Missed 3 payments.
Okay. Understandable.
This is authentic. Keep rolling. Sales is psychology. You gotta create urgency, confidence, excitement. That's why every customer gets offered an espresso.
Do you have an espresso machine?
No.
Then how do you offer customers espresso?
It's really just a theory right now. I gotta...
Does this thing run okay?
Honestly, not great.
Okay.
But the air conditioning works sometimes.
Sometimes?
Mostly downhill.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I have to be, anywhere but here.
Why would you say that?
I don't want him getting stranded on the side of the road somewhere.
That's literally part of the risk. Remember growing up, Mom always told you to mind your own business? Our business is selling cars, so mind it.
I named her Patricia.
You named the Stella?
She's been through a lot. People can sense when a car's been neglected, especially Patricia.
Thank you all for coming out today. We're excited about this rebranding. Who wants to hear about our zero-down financing options?
Actually, our financing is insane right now. Like, genuinely irresponsible.
Brandon.
No credit? Bad credit? Recently divorced?
Brandon, stop helping.
Didn't you guys repo my cousin's truck? That's literally his truck.
Okay, technically that was a transportation disagreement, not a repo. Every successful business has setbacks. Apple had setbacks. Ford had setbacks. Blockbuster. Bad example. I think today showed people who we are.
I wanna know what love is.